As we are slowly inching closer and closer to the 2023 Daytona 500, we're having more and more paint schemes drop for the upcoming season. So go ahead and strap the TV down because we're going to be reviewing every single paint scheme that has dropped to this date. Now, if you don't see your favorite driver in today's video, be sure you hit that subscribe button down below because I'm going to be keeping you guys updated as soon as your favorite driver's car does get released. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the video. First up, we have the championship runner-up, Ross Chastain, in his 2023 Trackhouse Chevy Camaro. Now, this is the Cabana car. Brand new sponsor coming to this team. It's almost like we have some Halloween colors on this one. We got some black, some orange. It's not often you see a black number, so respect to them because that's going to be looking pretty sharp on track. Next up, it's going to be for the 2023 Craftsman Truck Series. We have the number 1. No driver has been announced to drive this car yet, but this is going to be the Tricon Garage Toyota Tundra. It does appear that nearly all the sponsorship from KBM is coming over to this race team. Oh, we're just getting started with this video. We got Austin Cindric, the Daytona 500 champ, returning with Discount Tire. Very identical looking paint scheme to what he had in the previous season. As you know, Penske doesn't like to change very much, but there may be some minor decal changes for this very paint scheme, but nothing too serious. As well for Austin Cindric, we got a beautiful Auto Trader paint scheme. Orange, blue, and white. Man, that car looks good. Obviously, no rookie stripes this year for the 2023 season. Austin Cindric is bringing some heat on track next year. Another team that's always killing their paint schemes is Stuart Haas Racing. This is the number 4 Busch Light Ford Mustang. One thing I really liked about this paint scheme, not only there's so many details going on behind the scenes that you really don't pick up on this one, but that chrome stands out so much. This one identically looks like a Busch can, and that's a compliment. Now, for my favorite driver, Brad Keselowski, we got some patriotic colors coming on track at the Chicago Street Course. Makerswanted.org. I'm not too familiar with the brand. It's a new sponsor coming into the sports, but I am a fan of the patriotic colors, and if you know Brad, you know Brad is a fan of the patriotic colors. I love seeing him run that number 6 car for RFK. Rowdy Busch, no sponsorship has been announced for this number 8 car, but right now we got an unsponsored number 8 with Rowdy Busch above the name rail. Eric Almirola is returning for another year in that number 10 car for Stuart Haas Racing. Beautiful Smithfield machine here. One of my favorite paint schemes. Also one of my favorite drivers in the NASCAR Cup Series. It's good to see him back. No big changes going on to this paint scheme though, unfortunately. For Ryan Blaney, it does seem like Discount Tire keeps adding races on this number 12 car. It seems like they're kind of breaking away from Austin Cindric and going more over to Blaney, so something we might see in 2023, but this is the Discount Tire Ford Mustang for Ryan Blaney next year. Obviously, they're keeping the old style Brad Keselowski 2010 design on both the 2 and the 12. Looking at the decals on this car, it also appears that Menards will be returning, although that paint scheme has not been unveiled yet. Up next is the Chris Buescher machine, driving for Fastenal. Now, they do have a new number font on this car. It's a chrome number 17. They got a crazy new design. They ran this very paint scheme in the final couple races of the last season, but this new season, man, they got a new number font, a whole new design. This may be one of the best looking cars going into the new season. Can't wait to see this one on track at Daytona. Being a Brad fan has never felt better. Another new sponsor for RFK is going to be the Pala Spa Resort. Now, this paint scheme is going to be ran by Chris Buescher at Fontana in 2023. Just a one-off race, but it's always good to see new sponsorship come into the sport. And man, they threw together a pretty sharp paint scheme, looking like a classic already, man. Nothing crazy with the design, just a nice little stripe down the door, and that's about it. One thing I find interesting about this one, the roof number is a different color than the door number. That's something you don't see as common in the Cup Series as you used to. And we can't forget about 5th Third Bank, bringing a beautiful machine on track next year. This one is just so colorful, man. It stands out. It's a beauty on the racetrack. I believe he did run something similar to this a few races this year, so it's good to see it back on track. Moving on, we got Joey Logano, the 2022 NASCAR Cup Series champion, driving an identical Shell Pennzoil machine, but we do got a brand new AAA insurance paint scheme. This one will be ran at Auto Club California, and man, it's about time they bring something new for AAA. This car is a beauty, man. We got some white and some blue on this, a little bit of red on it as well. I feel like the 22 just sticks out so much on the door now that this car is white. You can definitely see the decaling from a mile away that it's going to be a AAA car. Sometimes simpler is better, to be honest, in the NASCAR Cup Series. It looks like we may see some decals propped up on the shark fin. If that's the case, that's gonna be a game changer, man, because you know some teams are gonna be propping up some sponsorship on there. I cannot get over this next-gen car, man. Here's a beautiful Auto Trader machine for Joey Logano, a giant A for Auto Trader on the hood, sharp-looking paint scheme for the two-time champ. This paint scheme just dropped. This is the number 54 for Ty Gibbs. Now, they have not announced that Monster Energy is going to be on this car yet, but taking a look at it, it being a matte black design with the number 54, obviously is going to be matte black with Monster Energy on the hood. They just have not yet announced that. I would expect this car to look completely identical to what Kurt Busch ran in the 2022 season, or what Ty Gibbs ran in the 2022 season, but with the classic number 54. And you're probably wondering, why is he in the 54 and not the 18? That's something we haven't got too much clarity on yet, and we don't really know. Maybe just Monster Energy wanted the 54, maybe that was a good look they wanted to stick with, or possibly they didn't want Ty Gibbs to have the pressure of driving that number 18 car. Either way, I think it's going to be a beautiful car. Can't wait to get the Monster Energy design on the hood. We got Dale Jr. back in 2023. He'll be running 2 races. One race will be with Bass Pro Shops. The other race will be with Hellman's. That car has been yet to be unveiled yet. But this one, I don't know what track they are going to be running this one. I think North Wilkesboro might be having a NASCAR Xfinity Series race. That's what I would think. But this car is a beauty, man. We got some orange on it. I don't think the logo on the hood can get any bigger. This is a massive Bass Pro Shops logo on the hood. Obviously, he's bringing back car number 88 that he ran in the Cup Series for a large amount of his career, so it's always good to see Dale Jr., no matter how old he is, returning to the racetrack. And who knows, man, maybe he'll grab a win in 2023. I think all of the Junior fans would love seeing him back in victory lane. Finally, last but not least, we got the number 98 car of Riley Herbst. Monster Energy will be on this car as well for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. He'll be driving for Stuart Haas. Stuart Haas will be a 2-car team next year in the Xfinity Series between Riley Herbst and now Cole Custer will be moving down a grade to the NASCAR Xfinity Series, likely driving the 00 car. And that's gonna do it for this video. I will be making an update video within the next week and a half. I know you guys did not see some of your favorite drivers. No Chase Elliott car has been unveiled yet. No Denny Hamlin car has been unveiled yet. A lot of them will be unveiled in the coming weeks, so be sure you hit that subscribe button because I'll keep you guys updated as soon as they do drop. Now, I would like to thank my Patreon iRacing League members and also my Patreon VIP members, CAHTV, Joshua Kane, Sanquez Gregory, and Timothy Stubblefield for supporting the channel. Your support means the world to me. Patreon links are down in the description. And I'll catch you guys in the next video, daily uploading over here on the channel.